Hello. Welcome back to Valley of Endless War here on To Be Diced. The last time we left off, we were going through our first training encounter with um, Lieutenant McCleavage. Uh, and it was not going well, would you guys say? Probably
It did not.
probably could have been better.
Yes.
um but yeah, let's introduce our lovely players to my right.
I am Nifty Root Beer. You can find me on here, Twitch, and TikTok as Nifty Root Beer. I'm also on YouTube as Nasty No Mixie, and I do Let's Plays on there.
Hello, I am Tegan or Bat, and you can find me under pretty much Cosmic Bat on everywhere. It's mostly Cosmic_Bat with two T's. Yeah.
All right. Our friend Diaval dot cosplay will be around in a little bit. She was running a little bit late. Unfortunately, our player who is going to be doing Morgana is still dealing with some real life issues and is not going to be able to attend tonight. However, we're going to get this started, and hopefully training day 2 will go a little better for our players. But we'll find out. You're on To Be Diced. All right. So, last time we left off, you were being led back. The day of training was cut short as several demerits were handed out to the party members who had gone down during the day. Um, I actually do have a chart of said event, which I will have to pull up here because it's got all my notes. All right, so Morgana actually did the best point wise, renown wise yesterday. She got some good hits in on the creatures, didn't go down. However, today, as you all come to consciousness in the barracks and she's wrapping her armored hand against the door frame, Morgana does not wake up. She's way too out of it. She's not used to this. So Major McCleavage just decides to leave her at the barracks, which is not going to be great for her to earn respect for the day, but that is all right. Zeraphine and Merle, is there anything you would like to do in the barracks this morning? I will say there is a place to get food. There is a place to quickly freshen up should one need. It's not eloquent by any measure, but it's a water basin and a fresh cloth.
Is it at least private?
No.
Oh God.
No, it's a shared. It's just shared space with the rest of the recruits, but there's not currently anyone in it. So if you two would like to,
Yeah, definitely probably eat, clean up, and then head out with the rest of the crew.
Mikhail is kind of slow to rise as well. Very much is not happy with the situation of having to get up early in the morning and to march right out to battle. However, you all do feel a bit stronger than you did yesterday. Like the it it did do something to you. Um the breakfast, as you went to get breakfast from this communal chef area, you see that there are dwarves gathering like chicken leg or chicken legs or like bacon and eggs or things like that. And then you are offered oatmeal, oatmeal, oatmeal.
How come I don't get any bacon or eggs?
You can't afford it.
Uh, how much is it?
Well, it's 20 renown for bacon and eggs, but only 10 renown for the
What is the currency?
renown.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. I guess oatmeal it is then.
And it does come with water.
Great.
But Zeraphine, you go up to it and you are able to get whatever you like.
Oh. Well, I quite like oatmeal, so I'm going to take the oatmeal anyways.
Okay, you take the oatmeal, and the dwarf kind of. I'm gonna change the values here.
While we're in this, are we in like a mess hall kind of situation?
Mm-hmm.
I want to scan around. Do I see Bronak anywhere since we've come back?
Yeah.
And then yeah. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
He has joined at the table with the rest of the group, and they're all kind of ribbing him and like poking him for dying yesterday. You all kind of pull up to the table and they all just kind of scoot to the side and let you sit. Kind of a little bit like, really?
Warm welcome.
I would definitely try to hurry and eat my food.
Definitely everyone in here is chucking down their food as fast as possible.
Okay.
Mel, give me a wisdom save.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom saving throw. 8, 9.
9. It's not too bad this morning, but you have the sense that if you don't get some alcohol by tonight, you're gonna start really, really
Oh
hurting.
god. I forgot that that was a thing in this.
And yeah.
I'm gonna ask the whatever dwarf is next to me. Do you guys have any ale or wine here?
Not for anyone who has as much as you. Sorry.
Not for
There's a
anyone who.
tavern that trainees go to after the day of training, but you weren't even allotted that.
When can I be allotted that?
Make a decent showing at training today, and maybe.
I just kind of like go back to my food. Fuck. Get a little antsy.
I'm gonna lean over the table towards Bronak. If they are sitting with us. Bronak, just out of curiosity, yesterday during training, when you were downed, you disappeared, but you are fine now.
Are you gonna
Is that
rip me
normal?
too, bro? Come on, man.
No, it's just that where I come from, when somebody dies or is downed, they don't normally disappear like that.
Oh yeah. Well, and you notice now that he is eating oatmeal as well. You don't know about the Ledger of Souls?
No, I can't say I've heard of it.
Oh, okay. I'm not really sure I'm like the one to explain it to you, bro. But you could ask someone smarter than me.
Right. Okay, well, thank you anyways. Just gonna go
Sure,
back to
bro.
eating my oatmeal.
And he kind of like dips his spoon and is like, sucks, right?
It does.
All right. With that, a lot of you kind of gather your things and you've eaten your breakfast and you start getting that call to form up and march out.
Being the soldier I am, I immediately hop to.
Mm-hmm.
Begrudgingly follows.
There is a bit of a surprise as today, instead of going out of the gate and heading left toward that peak of gorge, you head right toward a cave system. Um, which of you has low light vision or dark vision? I
I
think
know that I
tieflings do.
don't have any.
I'm pretty sure I do. Brain. Hmm. My features. Except it probably is, and I just can't read. Dark vision. I have dark vision. I just can't read.
Nice. Also, at level 2, neither of you guys have spell slots. Never mind. I don't even need to ask. Pretty sure she stays at 2. Okay. So, you all head into this cave area. Zeraphine, you're right at home. You you live in darkness. As a matter of fact, every once in a while, you hear her bat and send out, and it kind of it does echo and come back to her. Zeraphine, as you are perceiving things through your bat, you actually are able to see a bit around corners with your echolocation abilities. So as the cave is coming forward, you are mapping the cave out and kind of guiding this route along. Um, Merle, it's real hard to see in here.
Yeah, as soon as it becomes dark, I'm just grabbing the shoulders of whoever's in front of me.
Okay, so you grab Broner.
Okay. I was like, Broner, I can't see very well, so I'm gonna need your help, okay?
Sure, bro. Sure. Uh, so the cave goes in for about 5 to 10 minutes. It opens up and it shrinks down in places. Some places you even have to like sidle through and and it's a tight fit, but it's all passable. Uh, Most of the time, the dwarves just kind of, for the parts that you have to duck, they don't. It's kind of hilarious to watch them just walk right through. Um, However, there is a, a dwarf at the front, puts their finger to their lips. Shh. This is Bruna. I think you hear voices ahead.
Can we hear anything?
Can you hear anything?
Can
Go
I
ahead
hear anything?
and give me perception with advantage from your bat.
Oh.
Can I roll just regular perception?
Where is my perception?
See if I hear anything.
Yes, you may.
More. Okay, that's a 15.
I got a
15.
6.
Okay.
I don't see or hear anything.
So Zeraphine, you can just barely make out. They're at quite a distance still, but you can barely make out high pitched, kind of fluty voices. And they're all speaking a strange language, kind of babbling. You think you've heard something like this before? Maybe. If you want to roll me a history check.
Yeah. There she is. 18.
18. You're pretty certain what you're hearing is goblin.
Mm.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Is there somebody? Oh, the person next to me. Are we going to be fighting goblins? Very quietly.
I mean, if they're in the cave, they're bad, right?
Okay. I suppose so.
And so the the dwarves begin to creep forward slowly. And they're all wearing heavy armor. It's not very uh quiet. It's up to you whether you want to do anything about like maybe scout ahead or stop them or whatever you would like to do. But they're going to continue forward without any
Well, I can't hear or
additional
see
input.
shit, so I'm just gonna keep continuing.
Grab the nearest person walking ahead to the just be like, I think that we should maybe take a quieter approach. I don't know if you can hear them, but there are goblins ahead, and it would probably be best not to alert them of our presence before we see them.
It is at this time that Lieutenant McCleavage comes up, puts a hand on on your shoulder. It's kind of like a big burly woman hand, and she goes, "Good, finally, thank you. Go scout ahead." Like you get the sense that she's trying to get you guys to think like a team, and she's trying to get you to focus on your strengths, but use them for the group.
Mm.
But she wants you to come to that conclusion on your own.
All right, I suppose. I'm going to creep ahead and see if I can send Nyx a little bit further than me to see where looking and hearing through Nyx ahead to see what's going on. Scout the area.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Stealth. Please be kind to me. 16.
Oh, yeah. All right. So as the cave goes forward, you're used to, well, you know that in cave environments, creatures are generally used to hearing a bat sound for echolocation, so they don't pay it any mind. So using that sound and kind of hearing the pings back off of it, you can actually see as you come to the chamber where they are at, you can kind of make out their silhouettes around the corner with your ability to use echolocation. Because you have how far of blind vision with the bat senses?
With the bat senses, my dark vision's 60 feet. I'm not sure about the bat. See if I can find it. I might have to Google that one.
No, it should be
It would just be mine.
On your sheet at the
Mm.
right.
Oh,
If you
extra.
click extras and then
Yeah. Got it.
blind sight 60 feet. Yeah.
60
So
same, fine, yeah.
literally around the corner, there's this 20 by 20 foot chamber that has 4 goblins and a tiny fire at the center of it. And you can feel a tiny bit of the heat from around it. And you definitely hear closer now. Do you speak goblin? No.
I do
So
not.
you hear Just a whole bunch of like, they're definitely talking, but like you don't understand it at all.
Can I make out a vague number of silhouettes?
Yep, it's remarkably easy. One of them was standing behind another one for a moment and kind of close to it, so they kind of amorphized together in the echolocation. But as he kind of moved a bit to the right, as you wait, you see now there are 4 distinct figures and a crackling of a fire.
All right. I'm gonna. Nyx is gonna fly back. Turn to Miss Cleavage, Commander Cleavage.
She goes, "You never went anywhere."
I'm gonna point to Nyx and pat him on the head as he lands on my shoulder. Yes, I have a friend who can do that for me, actually. But there's roughly 4 of them from what I can make out.
Good job.
Thank
All right.
you.
The she gives out a couple of orders. Dwarfs, you will ensure that no goblin escapes further down or in the cave. So you will wait in the main chamber. While the 3 of you will venture in. So the passageway is quite easy for Zeraphine to, and as you go down, Merle, you have heavy armor on, yes? So
I
it's a little
do.
bit difficult for you to stealth as well. So I need you to roll a stealth check with disadvantage. And Mikhail's gonna roll stealth. And this will be a stealth for the 3 of you to head down into the chamber without being noticed. Mikhail didn't roll very well either.
Yeah,
So,
that was not great.
we're going to go ahead and oh yeah. So, as you sort of begin to go down this hallway, Zeraphine, you miss it just subtly enough to where Mirabelle actually trips a bit over a larger rock on the floor, and you hit it with like your armored toe, but it fucking, you stub your toe a bit. It's like, ah, bitch. And so you hear the goblins just stop talking. You hear like a bit of kicking, and you see the light from the fire dim.
Very quickly and very quietly, I want to cast Minor Illusion and send a rat running in the other direction past them, if
Okay,
possible.
interesting. So your little rat It doesn't. It has sound, right? With minor illusion.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. So your little rat squeaks along and travels down and through.
Look at Merle.
Sorry.
And
Do
there's
I hear
no
anything?
sound for like 1 to 2 minutes, and then you just hear Recover, recover, rust.
I think it's safe.
So with that aiding you, you guys make your way down the hallway. They're still going to be on alert, not totally just chilling and hanging out in their cave like they were. However, we'll have you guys roll initiative. And the lieutenant and the dwarves will not be participating in this campaign. This one, so just you three.
I got a 14.
Okay.
D&D Beyond hates me tonight. I got a 12.
Not
That's
bad.
not bad.
It's not that great either.
Mikhail definitely did worse.
Oh no.
So, very much as you all attempt very stealthily to make your way down this hallway towards this entrance to this little tiny kachuga that they're hanging out in, you watch as clawed hands kind of peek around the corner. And it's very much like a human.
Oh, I don't think a rat's gonna save this one.
And that one goblin that kind of peeked out kind of rushes back in. And it seems like they're waiting for you. Seraphine.
Right, well, I suppose they know we're here, so I'm just gonna step out and at a brief glance, what can I see in the surrounding area if I just like step out and have a very quick look around?
So, with blind sight, 60 feet, you are able to see down the long length of this cave about 60 feet, and you're able to see that there is a 5 foot um dip under where it kind of enters into this larger little antechamber, which interestingly enough, you can tell just based on the smoothness of it, it was dug out.
Can we see the goblins from where we are?
You can.
I can.
The rest of the
Amazing.
group cannot.
All right. Do they have any gear or anything with them that I can see off the top of my head, like just straight away? Nothing interesting, nothing.
You can't make out gear or anything. You can make out general shapes of things. You can tell one has a long, kind of pointed stick, could be a spear, and the rest of them have little blades.
Right. I'm just gonna firebolt if I'm close enough, 120 feet to the one with the big spear.
Okay. You kind of peek in and put your hand down, and because it's like you have to kind of crouch to get
Yeah.
your hand in there, and you're able to go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Oh, nice. Nat 20 for 26.
Damn, that'll do it. Yep.
And that'll be 14 points of fire
One with a
damage.
spear is fucking dead instantly, burned alive.
Nice. You
You
know what?
hear,
I'm just gonna stay here.
and then you hear like the rest of them all fucking like and get all hyped up like we're gonna kill these motherfuckers. Mirabelle.
So can I just see like the illuminating cave entrance in front of me, essentially?
They put the fire out,
Oh, fuck.
so yeah, you're back to not.
Well, I'm gonna try to get to the one that I can that's closest to me.
Okay.
I don't know how not having dark, like any type of dark vision works. I've never played a character like this.
Right. So you either have to create a light source or you're in the dark and all of your attacks are at disadvantage.
So I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you saw the entrance because you saw a little gout of flame
Right, and
come
it
out
went
of
out.
Seraphine's hand for a second,
So
and then you saw the immolation of a poor goblin inside.
I have a torch. So I guess I would use my action to light my torch.
Okay. And now that no one's trying to stealth anymore, and it's pretty much a null point, no
Yeah.
one goes and tells you, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
So you light this torch, you now have 40 feet of dim light, as I understand the torch. I believe it's like 15 and then 15, so 30. Which does tie up one of your hands. So you cannot have a shield.
That's
So
fine.
your AC is 17 for this battle. But your
Okay.
AC is still 17, which is really good. What weapon are you pulling out?
I would pull out my flail.
Okay. Go ahead and well, how are you going to do this? Because you're in a kind of cavern walkway that goes 10 foot by 10 foot, and then there's a tiny hole which is like 5 foot or like 3 foot high and 5 foot wide that leads into this cave. So it's you'd have to crouch down to get in there.
I could try to tumble.
You can certainly try.
Let me. Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
tumble.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. No, acrobatics check. That's an athletics check.
I
Right.
did it as
There
you
you go.
said it.
11.
11. I think I'm gonna stop
So
using D&D Beyond.
there was this moment where you go down, you roll, you get into the cave entrance, and you kind of and a weapon that's on your belt is like sticking out and gets stuck against the cave, and you go, "Uh-oh." But then
Probably my
you
javelin.
quickly like kick your legs out underneath you and kind of slide into the room on your belly, so you're prone. So it'll take half your movement to get back up, and you've already used like 5 feet of your movement to do that maneuver.
Yeah, so I
So
would definitely get up.
yeah. However, you're in there, and there are 3 goblins, and your like part of your tunic is on fire, and you go as you roll with the torch. um. So yeah, then do you make an attack? I think you can only reach one of them.
Yeah, if I can reach one of them, I'll go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Roll your attack with your flail at disadvantage.
Okay, well, that was an 18 with 24. I'll do this one as disadvantage. They were both 18s for 24.
Hell yeah. So you do notice that as you go to fling with your flail, it's it's kind of enclosed space in here. So the head of the flail kind of drags along the top of the cave and has less impact. So maybe like not your flail in here because it's just not enough room.
Even if I swipe it to the side?
You could maybe do like a small swipe, yeah,
Like,
but
I mean, like
like
full arm, like to the side.
full arm is gonna catch the wall.
Are we like just in a
It's a
10
it's
by
a
10?
tiny space in this particular
Shit.
area.
All right.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
7.
7 damage. Uh, so you would get your weapon mastery feat to pop off on it if he didn't die immediately. You watch as this goblin's head just becomes a bloody.
Hell yeah.
uh, all right. So next up is Mikhail. Mikhail has spells. Oh, gonna long rest for Mikhail. There we go. And Mikhail's gonna cast Mage Armor for this round because I will say he did that while he was walking up. And he's gonna just kind of follow in your footsteps a bit, but do it a bit differently. He reaches out and get an intelligence saving throw from. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Uh, and he's gonna do Mind Sliver for 5 damage. So not dead, but definitely like drops his weapon and is like, "Ah!" These guys are not doing great against you. it's pretty one sided.
Good change.
And subtract a d4 from the next saving throw it makes. Okay, so that being said, the 2 goblins rush up and attack Mirabelle as you're the only target in the air. Um, oh dear.
Oh God, why do you say that?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Um,
You saying it more does not make it any
You
better.
you take 12 points of slashing damage as this one goblin who was hit by the Mind Sliver crits you.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And hopefully this next one will miss. Uh yeah, that's a natural too, so he misses.
Thank God. Jesus
But
Christ.
you're kind of slashed along the back, and it's like
Ooh.
ah, and it's not pleasant.
No.
Zerfing.
Merle is not down, right?
She is not.
Okay, that's good. We like to hear that. I am going to head down after Merle so that I am closer to where the others are then, and I'm gonna firebolt the goblin that looks the healthiest if I can.
Interestingly enough, Merle had left
Oh,
as
okay.
she went through the entrance. There's only a tiny tunnel to get through. So you will have to go through this tiny tunnel to get into there to attack
Yeah, I'll
anything.
do it. I'll go through.
Merle or Mikhail hit the last one that hadn't moved yet.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll head into the tunnel into it so I can see where they are.
Okay, it
Get
takes
a
you
better shot
about
at them and then
15 feet of movement, or 10 feet of movement if you're not doing silly rolls and things. And what did you want to use?
Just firebolt again. Classic.
Firebolt again? Okay, go for it.
Sturdy. We love it. Oh, I don't love that. Oh, it's a 7. It's not a 1. Oh, God, I can't read. Okay, that's 13 to hit, which probably isn't much better.
That does miss.
No. Okay. Damn. Can I... So it was about, what, 10, 15 movement to get in there?
10 movement.
10 movement. Can I leave again?
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm getting out of there again. I'm not staying here then.
Valid plan. Mirabelle.
I'm gonna turn around and go after the dude that just sliced me in my back.
Okay, so
my
are you
flail.
pulling a different, or you're doing your flail again? Okay, roll with
Yeah,
disadvantage.
because the only thing that I have is my javelin.
And your maul.
Oh, I have them all. So will it take an action if I switch them or no?
Nope. Free
Then
action.
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So I pull my maul out.
Which is basically like Mjolnir. It's a big hammer.
Yeah. And that's a nat 1. That's what that is.
Buddy. That's not good.
No.
Okay.
I'm
So
also going to hold on. I'm gonna bonus action, second wind, and
very good.
1d10 plus 2 to get some health back. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Smart. Very smart.
That's 3 points, dude. I'm probably gonna. Can I use real dice?
You can.
I don't know if it'll be any better. I don't know. It's fine. All right, so I get 3 points back.
You can use real dice if you want to. I'm using D&D Beyond, so y'all can.
No, it's fine. And next time I probably will.
Cool. Mikhail's turn. He can't see any of them anymore either. He does have mage armor up now. Would he go in? Oh, Mikhail, would you go in? I see. We're just waiting a moment for Tia to get her mic working or earbuds working.
Testing.
Yes.
We're good.
How are
What
you
I miss?
today?
I'm good, thank you.
Uh,
Proceed.
what'd you miss? So we're in a cave this time, right?
Mm.
And we've just found a tiny like goblin hole, and they're rooting out the goblin. You killed one, or no, you injured one. Zeraphine fucking immolated one immediately. Um, and Merle is currently inside the hole, getting harrowed by two of them, which you can't see anymore because the hole kind of covers their entire bodies. So you would have to go into the hole to see them, or do some kind of attack that would hit the whole room.
Do we have a roll 20 or are we theater of the minding this?
uh, we're theater of the minding this.
Okay. Just checking. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
How far away is the closest one?
The closest one, you would have to crawl through the 10 feet of little tiny tunnel, and then you can come out, and it's to your left 5 feet.
Okay. Are there any of them in a line that would become visible to me if I did that?
Interestingly enough, if you crawled in and kind of stayed inside the end of the tunnel, you could see that both of them are kind of lined up, and then you've got Mirabelle in the corner here.
Great. The ones that are lined up, I would like them to make a dexterity 15 saving throw as
Okay.
Mikhail crawls through the tunnel and pops out one of his vials, undoes the cord, and none too gently sort of just throws that down the way, and he's casting Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay. This one with only 2 health you hit injured before would have saved. However, I forgot he has a -4 to his save. So let's see if he still saves. He does not. So both of them fail.
A stream of acid emanates in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in the direction I so chose. They must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration, or until it uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off itself or another creature. The creature covered in acid takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of each turn, and at the moment that is 4 points of acid damage if they failed.
So you watch as the one you had kind of given a headache moments before kind of very horribly dies, and as this other one also takes the 4 damage and kind of still up, but very hurt. It is going to be his turn.
Do I have enough
Um,
movement to move away, or
yeah, absolutely. You can just crawl back.
I will crawl back?
Okay. The goblin, this last one, was going to go for you if you were going to be in the cave mouth, but he turns back, and there's no one there. He doesn't know how he was struck, so he's just going to go for Mirabelle again. No, that's a miss. All right. Zerfine, it is your turn.
Right. So we've got one left, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to head back down into the cave mouth. How far is that guy from the cave mouth?
He's 10 feet from the cave mouth.
10 feet from the cave mouth. Um, do I have to go straight up to the cave mouth to see him?
You would have to crawl to the end of the cave mouth.
Okay. I was gonna use my short bow, but I think
It'd be kind of tough if you're
yeah,
crawling along
bit
to
too
do that.
close. So I'm probably just gonna go down and do another firebolt at him,
Okay,
put him out of his misery.
sure thing.
That was a little nicer. 18.
Yep. And the mixture of the fire with the acid, he just literally just into a puddle on the ground.
Perfect.
And it is done. 4 goblins are down. There is a tiny fireplace in the center of this. Their scimitars remain in the places where they were dropped. There's a spear head over by where that one goblin was using the spear, but the rest of the spear is broken off and melted from the fire. And there is a tiny like wooden crate off in one corner.
Can I go look at the wooden crate in the corner?
Certainly can.
That's not at all suspicious.
Not at all.
Not at all. Poke it with a stick, see if it moves. Or bites
Yeah.
you, whichever comes first. Mikhail says he's standing behind you.
Can I get any magical sense coming from this if I do an Arcana check?
No sense of any kind of magic on this, no.
I'm going to step back and throw a rock at it and see what happens.
Tunk. Nothing.
Sweet. All right. Gonna head over and see if there's an opening or any way that I can open this little crate. I want to see what's inside of it.
It does appear to be just a loose lid at the top.
Right. Just gonna like lift it, kind of peek inside, like.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity save.
Be kind. That was not kind. 7.
7. Okay. As you kind of peek in, you notice a little bit too late, there's a tiny string that is pulling at the back of it, and it just and something is loosed into your face, and it burns, and you take 2 points of fire damage.
Oh. Feels kind of comic after everything, to be honest.
Mhm.
Just sit on the floor like.
So as you look, as you kind of wipe away whatever it was, and you look down, it's a bunch of coals from the fire, which they've set into this box to like fling at you when you.
That's rather disappointing.
I thought it might be a mimic.
However,
I think
you
that would
look
have been more
inside.
interesting.
You look inside, and there is 10 gold.
Ooh. In the currency of this world, I imagine.
Nope. 10,
No.
10 just 10 gold. There's like
10
no
gold.
denomination, just like they're 10 gold pieces of different make and model.
I am going to stealthily slip that into my pocket if I can.
Okay. I don't know if any of you are paying close attention to what's happening with the box, or
I think I would probably be searching the goblin bodies.
okay. On them, you find probably 3 silver and 10 copper between them.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there is nothing left in this room. The weapons are essentially they're very shoddy, and they're not going to hold up to like a real battle after this. They're not well maintained or taken care of by these goblins for some reason. What would you like to do now?
Is there the door or like way besides the way that we came in?
No, it's just this one way in, one way out, and this 10 by 10 foot entrance.
Do we need to did she say anything about bringing anything back to prove that we killed anything?
No.
Okay.
We could take their swords, but they're not even worth smelting. And Chaos says as he just looks one of the blades.
Yeah. We might as well just head back then.
There's nothing else of interest here, so I'm all for that.
Okay. You do see that the 3 dwarves are kind of watching the exit to this hole. And as the 3 of you come out, there's a moment of like, okay, like they were going to attack whatever comes out of there if it wasn't you. And there's a momentary nod from McCleavage. Good. Let's move on.
I just want to note that Merla is going to keep her torch even when we go outside lit.
All right.
Just in case she needs it.
No dark vision.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
It's a pain.
So, one of the dwarves sidles up to you. Did you find anything in there? Besides the dwarves. Or besides the goblins. God, I got the words on the brain.
There wasn't much.
Too bad. You get to keep whatever you come by.
It wasn't a lot.
Well, unless you like coal, I suppose.
And
Coal's
shitty sword,
useful.
not worth scrap.
All right. Traveling on down the cave system, Zeraphine very much kind of leading the way in a sort of like ready to go stealth and go forward at any moment type thing, but also able to see much better than anyone else in here. You're kind of met with a left and a right road.
Listening or echolocating, can I hear anything coming from either direction?
Echolocating down the hallway. There is. It's interesting. The sound kind of drops off in the right path. So it comes back, it echoes back, but then it hits a big wide open space where even you sense there is no floor for like a good long ways. The left path just continues up and around.
Am I able to investigate to see if there's any tracks or signs that either of these corridors have been disturbed recently?
You sure can. Give me a survival check.
Oh, I rolled investigation. That was. Oh, doesn't matter either way. If it was investigation, that would be a 17. If it was survival, it's an 11.
Okay. So, investigation is more so like looking to find things or putting clues together like in a small distance. This is like actively looking for traps, which is survival 100%. These it's hard to determine, but you do see many, many, many small footprints in the dust and the grime that is at the bottom of this cave. But they go from like they use this cave system a lot. But you do see interestingly enough, some of the footprints don't look goblin. And everywhere you see one of those footprints, there's a bit of like an oily, kind of sticky residue that's left behind as the foot hits the ground. It's like a perfect footprint of that oil.
Are we sure it's just goblins down here?
Who specifically are you asking that?
Everyone,
Everyone?
the dwarves included.
The dwarves all go, no, bro. Don't really know.
That oily residue. Mikhail will sort of lean closer to it and cast, almost like half cast, a firebolt essentially to see if it's flammable at all. If it's like oil or if it's blood. That's what he's trying to determine.
You do a low-level firebolt, just kind of to spark in the direction, and it up in flames. Kind of like a lot, and you're like a little bit like checking your eyebrows after.
No, that's fine. I would like to bottle some of that. That's useful as a reagent. What's
Okay.
muttering to himself?
You do so, but as you go to coax it into the vial, it's very sticky, like to the point where like it doesn't come off whatever applicator you're getting to put it into the vial, and it's hard to bottle it because it won't go with it. Sorry. But then, like, you do that with one, and it won't go in the bottle, and then you go to another, and it, like, slides it in the bottle very easily and is very slippery. So one footprint sticky, one footprint slippery. You go to light the slippery one, and it nothing. Doesn't catch on fire, nothing. Same
To which
substance, different consistencies.
different properties. One is slimy, one is combustible, one is useful to me, one is less so unless you need to grease a doorknob. Hmm.
Xeraphine.
Right.
Xeraphine, roll me a dexterity save.
Oh no. Okay. 19.
Okay. As Mikhail sort of says, like, there's this very sticky, oily substance. Light bulb comes on, and you go, "Oh fuck! I better avoid that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just on the floor?
It is all over the floor. Like, there are patches of it literally everywhere, which is why the dexterity save, that was to avoid stepping on it as you move forward. So thankfully you roll pretty well.
Love it.
So you're not barefoot by any means, but if you fall in this, it's not going to be good for you. That being said, the lot of you push forward, or do you wish to discuss this viscous fluid more?
Was the viscous
Oh,
fluid
and
going any direction?
it's
Sorry.
left.
Left.
Mostly, most of the footprints go left down the path. So, right or left?
Left.
I also vote for left, I think.
I agree.
All right. Left to go. It is about 50 or so feet down this cavernway when the cave begins to open up. And Merle, even you are able to see at a distance there's a bit of firelight. And you hear the sound of rushing water slipping through this cave system.
So when you say there's like firelight, so there's like we can see that there's like possible camp or fire ahead, or is it like up in the wall?
Yep, it's a possibility. It's very much on the level that you're at
Okay.
and far forward of you.
Okay. I think that we should try to continue forward a little more stealthily. Because, I mean, I'll do my best. I know it was kind of my fault that the goblins hurt me, but we don't want another incident like that.
Okay. So, as the lot of you travel forward, there is a lot of this oil that begins to appear on the ground in front of you, and it's even dripping from the surface of the ceiling.
If we were to look up, do we see anything? Also, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor again.
You don't need to. It lasts an hour or 8 hours, I believe.
8 hours.
8 hours. You've had there's plenty of time left on the
Okay,
one I
just
cast for
checking. That's what I just lost.
you.
Yay.
So
Just in case.
looking around, looking up, looking everywhere. Merle, did you put your fire out?
I did not.
Okay. Merle, with the flicker of your firelight and the dropping of these oil droplets, you can see for just a moment large yellow eyes peering at you from a stalactite.
I announced that to the party. There's yellow eyes up there. It's watching us.
And as you alert the party to their presence, you see, and I will allow you for a dex save, a large black globule of this oil come from the direction of the eyes towards the firelight in your hand.
Oh, God. 12.
12. You just barely managed to put the torch to the side. The oil drops to the ground, and a bit of the oil touches the torch, like a droplet, and it just goes in that direction. If you had not moved it out of the way, you would have caught fire and never stopped.
Jesus Christ.
So in that moment, you're like, maybe this is not the best.
I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna. Is there like a ravine or anything that I could just throw it down? I don't want to. I don't get rid of it. Can I just put it out and put it back in my backpack?
There is like a stream that you can see of water.
So I'm gonna dip it in, throw it back in my backpack.
It's a bit like it's like 15 feet away from you, so you can just toss it if you like.
I don't want to get rid of it.
Up to you.
Is it not sand beneath our feet where I could just kind of?
It's pretty much all oil at this point.
Oh. I'll just throw it.
Decision.
Yeah, I don't want to go toward the water by myself. I'm just gonna throw it.
15 feet with your left hand.
And I'm also gonna
into the water.
Whoever's like next to me, in front of me, I'm just gonna grab somebody's arm or hand.
Yeah, and you are plunged into darkness. Interestingly enough, now the only thing you can see in this cavern is the large glowing yellow eyes at the top.
I hate that.
I need you all to roll initiative. As you hear, coming from roughly the direction of this one interesting beast, and it's like an alarm, a very loud, audible alarm going off. Okay. So. Okay. First up, Stepping out, now lit by a torch in his own hand, a large, red-skinned goblinoid in sort of leather tunic and armor. Very well kept, very well dressed goblinoid. Stands out and with deep guttural voice, Krogoth, Klicken! And as he says these words, Major Lieutenant McCleavage goes, "Oh shit, it's a goblin camp. Fuck, this is a bit too much." And she goes, "I think I might have to get involved on this one. I'm gonna deal with the captain. You deal with whatever else comes. Keep each other safe." And she bounces and jumps towards the hobgoblin captain, and she's going to fight the captain herself. The rest of the battle is left to you. The hobgoblin captain, as she is flying through the air towards him, throws 2 javelins in her direction. That's gonna hit. And that's gonna hit. Damn. Damn. It's a good thing she's so fucking strong.
Good.
All right, and you see both javelins as he hits her midair, and she actually her momentum is a bit stopped, and she falls 15 foot short of this hobgoblin captain, and she's gonna have to run the rest of the way. And she's got these 2 bleeding wounds. So that's gonna be his turn. Boggle number 1 is going to go now. He is going to So you watch, Merle, as the 2 glowing yellow eyes, a kind of purple dark rift, and you hear right next to you. And your maul is taken out of its sheath. And you hear
I have my maul in my hand though. My
you
flail
had your
was the
maul in
one I
your
put
hand.
back.
Your flail would have been taken then.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's large enough in here that your flail would have come in handy probably. You do get an attack of opportunity with your maul against this guy.
Oh, he's running away from me?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
But it is at disadvantage.
'Cause it's dark.
Yep.
$22? Still?
Huh?
Yeah.
22 how?
I don't know.
16 and 19. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I got
Cool.
a +6 in that.
Fuck yeah, you hit him.
And he takes 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay. He sort of, you hear, "Rah!" and you hear clang clang as your flail falls to the ground and is embedded into some kind of gook.
Gross.
But he continues to run away. Boggle number 2, Zeraphine, would you have a weapon drawn at this point?
Trying to decide which one I would have drawn. I'd say I would probably draw my short bow, so I would have that ready to go.
Short bow. So do you
In the
have daggers
process
as
of,
well?
I do have daggers.
Okay. Another set of eyes and a purple dark portal as this creature goes invisible and pops up next to you, and you feel your daggers come out of their head, and your daggers are taken from you, and it runs off in a direction. So you can make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage as he leaves your space.
Oh, bummer. It's not going to be very good with the short bow, is it? How close is he to me?
He's within 5 feet of you.
Can I just
So
reach my hand out and chill touch him as he's trying
double yeah, absolutely. Spell attack.
Hell yeah. With disadvantage?
Yes, he's still invisible.
Yeah, it's an 8.
So it does miss, and you watch as the glint of your daggers disappears off into the darkness.
Oh, I'm gonna have to replace those.
However, are you in your sight right now, or are you in Squeak's sight?
If it's dark in here, I would be in Nick's sight.
You can see him clearly.
Oh.
So I don't think it would be a disadvantage for you.
Oh, okay. Wait, what did I roll if it
So,
wasn't a
what did you roll?
disadvantage? Let me double check that.
What was the higher one?
The higher one was. Hello. Oh my god, where did it go?
I forgot about that.
Rude history check. Oh my god, wait, I can't find it. Hang on, give me a sec. There it is. The high one was 13.
High one was 13. Total?
Yep. Yes, it was. Yeah, total.
So still would have missed, but
Bummer.
close. All right, Mikhail.
Do I get any indication of which direction the one that took Mel's flail went?
You get a sense. Actually, roll a perception check for me.
It's only a 12.
Okay. You heard footsteps go off in the left sort of direction from Mel.
I would like to cast or try to cast Firebolt in that general space.
Okay.
Disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage.
That is a 16 to hit.
That'll do it.
At disadvantage.
So
8 points of fire damage.
Nice. The boggle that once had the flail immolates in a giant gout of fire as the oil comes from it, and it's covered in all types of the oil. It very much damage resistance is fire. Well. It still dies. How much fire damage was it?
8.
8. Oh, actually, it doesn't die. Right.
But I can see it.
So it's covered in the slippery oil, not the sticky oil. Okay. So as you hit it with this firebolt, it definitely is hurt, very, very hurt, and is knocked prone. But the fire quickly fizzles out over its form.
I would like to say Mikhail is actually very excited that he gets to test out like the properties of these two goos, like in combat. He's actually living his best life right now. That will be him.
All right. Major McCleave or Lieutenant McCleavage, I keep making that mistake, is going to rush up and put some hurt on this motherfucking hobgoblin. And you see now that as she rushes forward, there's a bit of light that begins to emit off her armor. And it's not like bright light, but it's very dim and like I'm able to see in my immediate vicinity type. So you see as she rushes forward, she passes by several goblin archers. Um, and you watch as she pulls her great axe and goes to town on this fucking. So she's going to rage, and she's going to. She has 2 attacks. I'm just catching up on all the things she can do. All right. So 2 attacks. First one's a natural 20. Oh no. And the second one will do at advantage because she'll do reckless. Dear Lord. Okay. This guy's not going to last long. Oh, cool. She rolled low. So 8 damage for the first one and a flat roll for the second one. You gotta love when they do more damage with their normal attack and not their crit attack. So 11 plus 8, 19 damage to the hobgoblin. Okay. So she hits him with 2 strong swings of her battle axe. And as she swings through him, she nicks one of the archers behind her, just kind of by accident. Or she nicks one of the goblins by and absolutely fucking demolishes him. Just with an accidental cleaving strike. There's a reason they call her that name, and it's not her bus line. Mirabelle.
Can I sense where my flail dropped?
You heard it clang to the ground pretty well. I would say you can go forward and probably find it. Kind of
Okay.
easy. Sort of feeling along the ground.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'll put my maul away and I'll use the flail.
Okay.
Well, is it slippery at all?
What?
The flail.
Interestingly enough, you put your maul away and you go to pick up the flail and it's stuck in sticky oil.
Well,
give me a strength check to free it.
Maybe. Here we go. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll do it. You kind of and it comes loose. It's got this sticky gook all over it, but it, it's pretty functional.
It's just basically stuck to my hand now.
Um, no, the handle
Okay.
of it was pretty clean.
Okay, cool.
The head of it, like all the chains, are kind of like gooked to get together.
Okay. Can I don't know, I guess just I can't see anything, right?
Not really.
Can I just start walking forward and just start swinging? I don't know.
You certainly can. Um,
There's
roll me first of all a. mm, you can't see.
because I would know where the party is, right? So I wouldn't hit any of
Yeah,
them.
they're back into your right.
Okay.
So walking forward, you're gonna go towards the armor that she is emitting light from, which you can clearly see.
Okay.
But there is the boggle in front of you to your left. He's not invisible because he's been hit, but he's very weak. Do you want
Can
to
I
try and
see
hit
him
him?
from the light that she's
Yeah,
emitting?
he is sort of like covered in this same shit as is all over the ground. So
Okay.
even if he wasn't invisible, it's still very hard in low light to pick him out if he's not looking at you with his glowing eyes.
Okay.
So he's kind of like turned away from you and running. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage to see if you can find him.
8.
8. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say that's not good enough to
Okay.
really see him. You do see several like archers out in front of you, and you do see there are several patches of black around you.
What do
Large
you mean?
patches of black.
Like on the
Oil.
ground?
Yeah, oil.
Okay.
Like
How
that
far are
like the
the
sticky kind that you just arrested your weapon from.
archers?
Um they're about 20 feet ahead of you.
Okay. Oh, well. Uh and those sticky patches of oil are directly in front of me?
Mm-hmm. It's very hard to make them out against the stone and the darkness in here. But
Yeah, I guess there's not a whole lot that I can really do then.
yeah,
So I was gonna go as forward as I can, but that's it. Just to be closer to whoever comes at us.
okay. So are you walking forward then?
Not into the where I'm basically
The
stopping right
gook.
where the black gook is, yeah.
Okay. So you're not going forward to the gook.
Yeah.
Good. Um Next up is dead goblin, live goblin. All right. So these three goblins get the orders from their goblin captain or hobgoblin captain and they rush forward. Um these three with scimitars rush in your direction. They can't do anything because they don't have bows. Oh, Zerfin.
Talking with my microphone muted. Nice. So my phones were dipping in and out a bit there, so I missed a little bit. But what is the situation of enemies we have at the moment?
So you see, there's a line of archers, kind of
Mm.
at the edge of the room, sort of harrowing you with, or going to be harrowing you with arrows from
Right.
their direction. And there are three goblins, tiny goblins, rushing forward towards you, behind them even. And then there's the hobgoblin captain who is fighting Lieutenant McCleavage.
Right. And where is the one that took my daggers? Can I see that one?
That one is invisible.
Still.
Yeah. But you
Okay.
can see it because you have blind sight.
Yeah.
So he is front and to your right.
Right. Okay. On the floor, is the floor still covered in oil here?
Yes.
And all of the arches, are they covered in oil?
No.
Uh,
You get the sense
that's
that,
a
like,
shame.
these boggles are kind of trained to hang out in this specific area, guck
Mm,
up this area so that it makes it harder for adventurers to come forward into the
I
camp.
see. Okay.
And they're also trained to alert the group if they see adventurers.
Mm,
Smart goblins.
very smart. Very unfortunate for us. I'm just gonna. Oh God, what am I gonna do? Well, I've got my short bow out, so I'm just gonna go for one of the archers. How many are there?
There are 3.
3. All right, front and center, middle one. I'm gonna aim for him.
You got it.
17 to hit.
That'll do it.
Perfect. That's a 7 damage.
All right. That you hit the goblin archer right square in the leather chest piece, and it buries itself into his armor, and he's ah! and he's bleeding, and it's not great. Very hurt, but still alive. Is that it for you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hang back here for now where I am.
Okay. So you don't want to use the bonus action for anything?
The bonus action. I don't think I can do much with my bonus action, can I?
I'm pretty sure as a thief you can do a lot, or as a rogue you can do a lot with a bonus action. Hide,
There's like
dash.
yeah, disengage.
Mhm.
I mean, is there anywhere not like any rocks or anything on the floor or anywhere to hide behind that I could still like get an okay
There
view of the situation?
are a number of large stalagmites coming up and reaching up toward the ceiling, and
Mm.
you could hide behind one if you would like to, or attempt to hide behind one.
They're also oily and gross, I imagine.
No, not as much.
Oh, okay. Would I be able to hide behind a stalactite but have Nyx kind of like being my eyes from around it so I can see what's going on at all times though I'm hiding
So
behind it?
Nyx is constantly giving you like 360 vision out
Right.
60 feet. So
Okay, cool. Then
you don't have to worry about looking around corners.
sussed. I'm gonna do that then.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
23.
Sweet ass. You are hidden as hail. Which is good because all of the goblin archers were going to focus you had you not.
No, we're even.
So they're going to still attempt to perceive you as you would hit that one. Yeah, I don't think they can. Nope. So the first one is going to Mel is kind of the closest person. Oh boy. Mel, since you dropped uh your torch in the water, you still grabbed your shield out, correct? Right. Well, even with your shield equipped, this arrow finds its way into your shoulder. You take 5 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
All right, let's see. It's a 19.
19. Okay. You do feel sort of a poison begin to emanate and crawl out from this arrow wound, and you quickly pull it out and tough through the poison that's there. And it does not affect you. You are
Fuck
able to
yeah.
save from it.
Jesus. I'm gonna
Very good.
let everybody know, like, hey, their arrows are poison.
Okay. You can do that on your turn.
Oh, it's not a free action attack?
Not
Oh.
not in the moment of an attack, no.
Oh.
Goblin Archer number 2 is going to go for Mikhail. That's very bad. 7 does not hit you,
Does
right?
not hit.
Right. You've got
For
mage armor
once.
on.
Yes.
For once. Poor Mikhail.
He is
And the
very
last
soft and
one
squishy.
is going for Mikhail as well. 16. Does that hit?
16
Yes.
does hit. What are they
Okay.
hitting with me with?
Poison arrows, which you're immune to poison.
Which I'm immune to.
So that's 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing damage.
Okay. And now it's the dwarves. Dwarves are going to attack the archers in kind. That's a miss. That's a miss. Dear Lord, that's a hit, but not by much. And then that's 4 damage. That's terrible. What is going on, you dwarves? All right. Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin captain. Hobgoblin is going to take leadership action. You hear Thrugan! And the goblin archers all take another volley. So going for Mirabelle. Does a 16 hit Mirabelle? I don't think so. Okay. Going for Mirabelle again. Nope. And one going for Mikhail again. Does a 13 hit? I don't think so.
No, it does not.
Oh no, it's actually oh, that was the roll from before. It's 15, but I don't think that hits either. Okay. So they all get this special second attack just from their commander being like, attack. And that's his whole action. He ends his turn there. my dog really wants to go outside, and it's 11 o'clock. So let's take a little break here, and we'll pick up at Boggle. Uh, Oh my gosh. She had so pee. She's so cute. Hello. Welcome back. All right. Striking right back into it. This Boggle who's very hurt is going to kind of disapparate, and you see like more glowing eyes from the top of the roof. They're kind of wise to the fact that you're not going to let them steal your shit anymore. Boggle B is like, I'm still gonna try. uh, and he is going to. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. There's going to be a rift that opens up behind Mirabelle. And he's going to roll to kind of grapple you.
Great.
So that is a advantage on strength, but I don't believe a 9 hits you anyway, so
Mm-mm.
I think you're good. No. So he tries to come up and like jump and latch onto you, but you just like the base of your stick and you just go and like knock him to the side. He goes, ah! uh, Mikhail. Rogue, rogue, rogue. Or archer, archer, archer. And then 3 goblins behind. There is still the hobgoblin, but you think Lieutenant McLeavage has that well in hand. And then there are the 2 boggles, which are just being bothersome.
Which one of them looks the most hurt?
You would be able to see the boggle that ran away from Mirabella that had taken her flail is very damaged.
And that's the one I deduced was resistant to fire from
Mhm.
how it shrugged off my attack. In that case, is it within 10 feet of me? Or can I get within 10 feet of it without provoking an opportunity attack?
So he kind of dimensionally rifted to the ceiling, which is like 30 feet up, and he's holding onto a stalactite. So, not really.
Can I make an intelligence saving throw of 15?
It can. Yep. Let's see. No. Nowhere near.
Yay. It will take the full 6 points of psychic damage.
Hell yeah. I'm actually going to. So it's holding on with sticky. I don't think it can fall because it's currently sticking itself to the like the
I
stalagmite.
thought that was the slimy one because it didn't burn.
So they can do both, either sticky or slimy,
Ah, I see.
and they cover themselves in the slimy. So
Okay.
they can't be so that they can't be grappled.
I see, I see.
Um, yeah, once they kind of leave the oil behind and it's the sticky oil, then that becomes highly flammable. But once it has
Ah.
there, it's not flammable. They're still using it. Um, okay, major make cleavage is gonna make 2 strikes. 1 with advantage. Let's go. There's no other goblins around, so 9 damage. This one misses. So 9 damage to the hobgoblin. Okay. He starts to look pretty hurt. Um, next up is Mirabelle.
So is the dude that tried to come after me, is he still behind me? Or is that
So that was the second boggle. He tried to grapple you, but you like tossed him aside.
Yeah.
He's still right next to you.
flail?
Okay,
Right at him.
go for it.
My mouse is lost. There you go. That's a nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
13 points of damage.
Oh shit. How do you want to do this?
Oh, fuck yeah. So I'm going to swing around with my flail and just smash him right in the side of his face.
You watch as his long ears get he's almost in like slow motion, just it concaves the ear into the face, and then and just this blue purple icky kind of blood comes out of his eyes sockets and mouth, and he's just a bloody mess on the ground now. Interestingly enough, you know the goblins don't normally bleed like blue.
Yeah.
They normally bleed green. So this is not a goblinoid. Um, and 3 goblins are going to rush ahead. They're finally going to get into range of Mirabelle and Mikhail. So this one makes 1 strike. Mirabelle for a 20 does hit. For 4 damage. And this one swings for Mel as well. That's a miss with a 12 plus 2 or plus 4. And the last one is going to be Mikhail. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. I'm so glad I moved off of it. It is an 18 though.
That hits.
And it is 6 damage.
Okay. I am very much hurt.
Mm-hmm. Zeraphine.
Okay. Seeing Merle and Mikhail get attacked by these goblins, I'm going to aim for the one attacking Mikhail first with my short bow.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Misses.
Stunning. All right. I can't even ready anything. That's fun. I love that. Is there another stalactite that's closer than the one that I'm currently behind?
Not closer, no.
All right.
There's several others on the left side of the room. You've kind of gone to the right side of into the corner to hide. But now that you have attacked, you are visible to them again, and you will need to hide behind the pillar again as a bonus action, or you can go out. Up to you.
These goblins that are attacking, are those the archers, or are they separate from the archers?
So the 3 goblins that just ran up to attack, those were separate from the archers.
Amazing.
Those are the ones that were standing by the hobgoblin captain when the battle started.
Okay. Fun. I'm just going to hide again. There's not really much else I can do to help these guys. So
okay, roll a stealth check.
Hide and pray. Oh, 21.
Yeah. So you're kind of gaining full cover as you scrunch down and make yourself small behind this stalagmite. It's stalactites, the ones that, from the ceiling, right? And stalagmites reach up with all their might. I think I'm right on that. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
So, Goblin Archer. 17 for attacking Mirabelle, which I believe misses.
Misses.
Yeah. So they're all trying to kind of get you down right now, which is a problem, but also a good thing because you are the tank effectively right now. Yeah, that's going to miss too. And hopefully this last one misses. Yeah.
Thank God.
So you've got your shield up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it misses.
Yeah.
Pings off your shield.
Woo.
All right. Dwarves. Dwarves. Sneezy. I didn't mean to say the name of a dwarf just then. That was a total accident. Whoops. Dumbass. So this one is going to hit this archer for 3 damage. And this one is going to miss. This one is going to hit this archer for... Oh! 7 damage. So they damage each of the archers down pretty far on their turn. Hobgoblin Captain is gonna say, fuck this bitch who keeps hitting me with this goddamn great axe. I'm gonna kick her ass. And 7, 11 does not hit her. And 17 natural, that does hit. So great sword, it goes ahead and swings it forward. For 11 damage on Mick Cleavage. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's only 6 damage. As she is resistant to slashing damage right now. Fucking barbarians. That's going to be his turn. Scared Boggle up here is not going to do anything. He's very, very, very scared. Mikhail,
Yes.
your turn.
How
You have
many are
3
left?
health. There are still the 3 goblins. One of them is attacking you. There is 3 goblin archers as well. The goblin
Is the
archers
one
all look like
attacking?
they're pretty badly hurt.
Is the one attacking me within melee?
Yes.
Okay. I will cast firebolts at disadvantage then.
At disadvantage, the one that's attacking you. Okay.
Yeah, because they are
Damn.
within melee.
23 with disadvantage. Oh no.
No, that was the first roll. Settle down.
Okay.
That's a 14.
Ah, it doesn't hit. Unfortunate.
Okay.
Do you have any bonus actions?
No, not at this level.
Okay. Major McCleavage is going to finish off this mother trucker. You can stop rolling anytime. Just kept rolling and rolling. What is his 17? So she does hit with her first attack. Mm, 14 damage. So with her first attack on her turn, she absolutely cleaves in half this hobgoblin captain. He's done. And as she looks back toward the rest of the battle, she sees Mikhail hurt, she sees Mel hurt, and she sees Seraphine nowhere to be found. And she just kind of rolls her eyes, and she is going to pull out a hand axe and just lob it at one of the goblin archers' back of their head with advantage because it's not looking her direction. Yeah, that'll fucking do it. I don't think she can fail. Yeah. So this goblin archer just falls forward with an axe and almost kind of like comically getting pushed forward 10 feet from the impact strength of the axe. And that's going to be her turn. Maribel,
So who's closest to me?
you have 2 goblins within 5 feet of you.
Okay. Do either of them look stronger or more hurt?
They both look about the same amount of strength.
Okay.
They are
And
unhurt.
HP, unhurt, both of them.
Mhm.
The one on the left, let's just say. I'm gonna flail his ass.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do. That's a 10.
Misses.
I am going to bonus action, though, and use my last second wind.
Okay.
11 points of damage. The
Hell
basic attack.
yeah.
Woo! And that is my turn.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Goblin 1. Attacking Mirabelle. That's a miss. Goblin 2. Attacking Mirabelle. Oh, that might actually hit. A 20.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 5 damage.
Good.
Goblin 3 is going for Mikhail, as it was actually. Yeah, no. It sees that you're just about to die and is going to finish you off before moving on. Scimitar attack. That was almost a natural 1. I was rooting for you, but it didn't happen. It's a 13 plus 4, 17.
Shield.
Shield! Yes! Awesome. So for the next until your turn starts again, your AC is
Plus
what?
5.
Which your AC normally with mage armor is what?
15.
So
So that's a 20.
20. Nice. Very cool. All right. Zeraphine.
Right. I'm gonna try and hit that one. Attacking Mikhail again.
Okay.
I'm gonna firebolt it this time.
Go for it.
Find it to me. Beautiful. 22.
All right. That does hit.
Oh, okay. For 1 point of damage.
Yeah, that is the unfortunate thing about cantrips.
Yeah.
So you get a good fire bolt off, but it misses just a little bit, and it kind of like grazes the side of his face. You see like his ears on fire for a second, and he like puts it out, and he's like, "Ah," and kind of looks towards your direction. Maybe he'll fuck off from Mikhail and go after you. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So I'm not gonna hide again at the end of this turn.
Okay. Goblin Archer sees you no longer hiding, sees that you came out, is going to attempt to hit you. 18.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
That will be 18.
Okay, you succeed, no problem.
Nice.
You feel the poison enter your veins, but you kind of shrug it off, and you take 7 piercing damage.
Sweet.
And Goblin Archer number 2 is really kind of pissed off that nothing can hit Merle, and it sees the shield go up over Mikhail, so it's like, fuck Mikhail, and it's gonna go for Merle. It's a natural 4. No. So it just bounces off your shield, and you kind of smile behind it, and he like teeth bared. Dwarf number 1. No. Dwarf number 2. Oh, yes. Takes out one of the goblin archers. And dwarf number 3 does as well. Goblin archers are gone. It's just the one boggle and the 3 goblins left. However, the boggle on his turn is going to see that the big guy got taken out, the archers are taken out, and so he don't have to stay here anymore. And so he fucks off. He's gonna dimensional portal and try and get the hell out of here. So he teleports 30 feet back, and there's like a little hole in that cave that he finds, and he scurries away through. Mikhail,
Yes.
it's your turn. 3 goblins, one of them still attacking you.
I would like him to make a Constitution saving throw of 15.
He will try. He does not.
Amazing. You see Mikhail reach into his pouch and he draws up this almost powdery sort of substance, this weirdly tinged green, blue, with flecks of gold sort of powder, and he just blows it into his face. He is essentially casting poison spray. For 11 points of poison damage. That was almost a full 12.
And he fucking kills over. He's dead as shit. So the one on you is now dead. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, am I able to move farther from the other goblins without provoking an opportunity attack?
Yeah, you could move towards Seraphine pretty easily.
I would like to move towards Seraphine, my full movement of 30 feet, if possible.
Okay. It doesn't even take that. It's 25 feet. She's right there.
Amazing.
Cleavage is going to see that there's only 2 goblins left. The boggle is leaving, and she's just going to takes her great axe, sticks the pointy bits into the ground, and kind of rests her head on it for a minute, just relaxing, ending her rage. Mirabelle.
There's still the one that's by me.
There's the 2 that are on you, yeah.
There's 2.
Mhm.
The same one I was attacking. I'm just going to attack that one.
Okay.
Just going to keep wailing on him.
Yep.
With a 23 to hit.
Jesus, yeah. That'll do it. At this point, the combat kind of is coming to an end. The dwarves all begin to surround these 2 remaining goblins, and it's pretty much over. But go ahead and roll your damage.
I got 8.
8 damage. You fucking kill it in 1.
Hell yeah.
You clap that some bitch in the head.
He got clapped back.
It is this last goblin's turn. He's being surrounded by dwarves and is like, throws down his scimitar.
I give up! I give up! I feel real bad about all that happened!
I want to
You
stab
know
him
I'm
so
kill
hard.
Oh, now he feels bad, Mikhail says as he wipes the blood out of his nose.
Can I still flail him?
He kind of like looks around at all the dead goblins around him.
Yep, now I feel bad.
Can I still flail him and kill him?
You can if you like to. Yeah.
I swing my flail at him. It's only a 10.
You swing
It's
it
a warning
down
shot.
towards him.
Right.
He's dropped his weapon, but he does have enough nimbleness in him to like step back.
Ah! What you doing? Me surrenders!
I don't care.
So yeah, you can make another attack if you want.
Can I actually tie him up?
Sure.
I'm gonna tie him up. And
Do you
I'm
have
gonna-
rope?
pretty sure I do. Yes, I do have rope.
Bondage. Naughty. Got it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Um,
ask Miss Cleavage is what I was gonna call her. Lieutenant Cleavage. Is there anything that you can do with him? Do you need him for anything? Studies? Have you seen these creatures before?
I don't need him for anything, no. It's up to you whether you want to let the little shit go or kill him.
What about you, Mikkel? You think you could use his blood for anything, or they have weird blue
How
blood?
tall is this goblin?
They are shorter than the dwarves.
Amazing. Mikhail is going to squat down because he doesn't get that opportunity very much, and he's going to take a needle and just hold it to the goblin's eye,
Oh god.
and he's going to hold it there, and hold it there. And only then does he say, "No, I don't need him." Just a big little shit.
So, you just let I go?
So as soon as Mikhail says, "No, I don't need him," I'm gonna just boop.
Okay.
Coup de grace.
I'm gonna let you do that. He's tied up. He can't. He can't.
It was a distraction technique.
And you just watch as he and dead. There's the entirety of this large cavernous space to explore. You can, Merle, feel safe once again to light a torch and have that at your side.
I threw it in the water. I only had one.
You
Oh, I
only
have a lamp.
one.
It's all right. I have a lamp.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, an oil lamp.
I will give you
Did
my
say-
lamp.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's part of my starting gear, actually.
Yeah,
But
Hell
yes,
yeah.
I have a lamp.
awesome.
You may have a 15-foot
you.
radius of light.
Oh,
And
fuck
Mikhail would
yes.
like to see if these goblins have looted anything of remote value. Or curiosity.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check for this camp, all of you. As
That
it's
is
going to be
a
a group effort.
14.
Investigation.
It was almost so high, and then it wasn't.
Mirabelle with the better investigation than Milkyle. Okay.
This time.
You've all got pretty good investigations though on this. I'm gonna say you do enter the sort of tent that this hobgoblin commander came out of. And there are a couple of pretty fine weapons in here. Like a longbow and a why am I spacing? Longsword.
What's it look like?
Like a bastard sword. And there is a chest in
Can
the
I
left corner of the tent.
can I investigate the chest for traps?
Can I
You
check
certainly
Commander's
can give it a
body for a
shot.
key?
What did you say?
You can give it a
Check the
shot there,
commanders.
Merle. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Miko.
Oh, while Merla's investigating the chest, Mikhail will go see if the commander's body has a key.
Okay. I would say
16 for investigation for traps.
your investigation was good enough to find no key on him. Checking for traps, Merle, that is very good. Surprising even. You sense that there are no traps along with this.
And it's locked. What if I try to open it? It's locked?
It is locked.
Okay. And I didn't find any key in the tent?
Mm-mm.
Could I try and pick the lock?
You certainly can.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. What do I need to roll for that?
Thieves' tools. Dexterity
I
plus
mean,
proficiency doubled.
Dexterity plus proficiency doubled.
Yep.
Double the total?
Double the proficiency.
Oh, so, so I rolled a 14 and my proficiency bonus is +2.
So add 2 to that. 16.
16, yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
You gingerly place your tools in. You are feeling for the pins of the lock. It's pretty simple. And as you put torsion on it, it clicks open. There was like a momentary hitch where you thought you might lose your tool. But it was like, no, I'm okay. We're good. And it opens, and you see now there's no string, there's nothing, and it opens up. Inside, you find 30 gold. You find leather armor, which appears to be enchanted. You find a quiver filled with arrows that also appears to be enchanted. And that's it.
I wonder if this place has somebody who can identify any of this stuff.
Looking at the armor and the arrows, are there any runic marks or sigils that would suggest what property they might be enchanted with?
The 2 items.
Hmm.
No runic symbols of any type. However, the schools of magic, you get a sense for the schools of magic coming off of both of the items. Roll an Arcana check for me for both. This
19.
first one is for the leather armor, right?
19.
Mm-hmm. Abjuration coming from the armor.
Mm.
So loud.
And rolling for the quiver as well?
Yep.
23.
Conjuration.
Hmm. How many arrows are in the quiver?
20.
20. Can I... Zeraphine is going to grab one of the arrows, and if there is something that I can shoot it at, just see what it does. See if it does anything.
You grab out an arrow. An arrow takes its place.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
So this is a quiver of endless arrows.
Very good.
because tracking ammunition is bullshit.
Me counting all of my arrows during these fights.
And the armor you will have to figure out later, but it is abjuration. Um,
Only the gold is of use to me.
Split it
that?
3 ways.
Oh, the gold, yeah.
Only the gold is really useful. I can't wear armor or shoot arrows, anyways.
As you say that, the dwarves are kind of like, one of them is kind of paying attention. Brodak, he comes up. Oh, you only found gold, huh? That's too bad.
Do you guys not use gold here for anything?
No, not really, bro. We kind of like, it's all merit, really. Everything you do adds to your fundage.
Huh. I'm gonna go up
But you
to.
guys are doing solid today. You're doing pretty well. So you guys are gonna be eating pretty well with us tomorrow. Especially
Thanks,
we had this
Bromwich.
big battle. We all survived. We're gonna be doing pretty good.
I'm gonna go up to Lieutenant Cleavage and I'm gonna ask her, do you have any
See,
idea if,
she does have a bit of a smile on her face as you approach her.
do you have any idea if the things that we collect here, when we go back home, if we get to go back home, do they go with us?
What do you mean by home?
Like back to my world.
I have never seen an adventurer go home to their world, so I could not tell you.
Okay. Well, that's that then. I'll go back over
Do
to.
you use a bow,
Mikhail.
Meryl?
Do I use a bow?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Not normally,
Do you
no.
guys have any qualms about me claiming this quiver of arrows?
No, I don't at all.
Go for it.
Perfect.
Merle,
I
there is a
shoot
long
fire.
sword that's over on like a rack.
I don't think the long sword. I mean, I guess, can I carry that many weapons?
I mean, you'd probably have to give one up, but you
Right.
could take it to sell it or something. And as you
What
as you
am I
sort
gonna
of-
sell it for? They
as
don't-
you sort of try to lay claim to it, Bronak kind of sidles up to you and goes, "Do you think I could grab that? I'd be really useful with that, bro."
Yeah, buddy. That's all yours.
Thanks, bro. And one of the other dwarves goes up and grabs the bow that was sitting in another rack, and it's Brona, and she goes,
Brona.
"It's nice." And Lieutenant McCleavage turns to all of you and says, "Not a half bad day of training. Let's all go back for an ale."
Yes, please.
I'll grab that armor if no one else has taken it before we leave. That we do have
Yep.
the enchanted armor too.
You got it. You all head back. And instead of going directly back to the barracks, Lieutenant McCleavage kind of pulls you all into a small but raucous and rowdy tavern. Merle, you can smell it on the air.
I'm practically running to the bar.
Oh yeah. Uh, and Lieutenant McCleavage, as she enters the bar, and you've run up to the bar, the dwarf behind the bar, the barkeep, kind of puts an eyebrow up to you, and then he looks up and sees the lieutenant come in. And he goes, and she goes, "1 round on me." For all my group. And they all go, "Yeah!" So all of you have 1 free ale at your disposal, but you can also purchase ale afterwards if you like.
I pretty much chug it.
Okay.
Am I able to get any more ale?
Okay. Let me see here. So you're going to go to 90. You're going to go to 70. You're going to go to 65. 75. Mm, Morgana still got her 34 from yesterday. I'm calculating your renown bonuses. So there we go. You all do have quite a bit to spend. Zeraphine, as you head up, or Merle, actually, you would be the first one to notice. As you head up to the bar, there is a tiny counter that as you head up to it, and all of the numbers change, and your renown value is displayed.
Okay.
So you have 34 renown currently.
Okay. Barkeep, how much would it cost me if I were to fill this flask? And I pull out an empty flask from my backpack.
Fill it with what?
The strongest liquor that you have.
What's that? 3 ounces.
Yeah.
Firebrand. 10 renown.
Please fill this, and then how much is an ale?
It's 2.
I'll get an ale as well, if you don't mind.
All right.
I will sip on that one.
I think it would be funny to say, I know you said Mel chugged her ale the first one we got. By the time you put yours down, you notice Mikhail's is already empty. Because I realize alcohol is technically a poison and he is immune.
Yep.
And his mother runs a brothel.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just looking there expectantly.
Quite the drinker.
So that was your free one, Merle. You got 2.
Mm-hmm.
Zeraphine, are you getting any ale?
I'm just going to slowly sip away at the first one that we were given on the house, and probably no
Okay.
more.
The dwarves all look at you, each of you. They look at Merle. They don't care. They look at Mikhail. They're impressed, actually. And they look at Zeraphine sipping away at your ale. And they're like, what are you doing?
I'm just not a huge drinker.
That's weird. All right. You all spend. That is so loud.
I thought I was muted.
Went to town on my
Um,
keyboard.
This is how I write normally. If I type at work, they say they know I'm typing because it sounds like rain.
does not sound like rain to us. So you all, Zeraphine nursing her drink, the dwarves all each having 3 essentially. Merle, you can get another if you'd like after your second one is done.
I am gonna ask, what
Mhm.
else does like I'll ask whoever's around essentially. What else does this renown value get us? Like what can we buy with it?
Everything.
Like literally everything, like weapons, armor, magical things, items.
There is no other currency.
Okay. Good to know.
That being said, Zeraphine, you kind of save all your gold, all your renowned. Merle, would you like another drink? No? Okay. And Mikhail, you're keeping with your one?
I will have one more, and
Okay.
I would just like to ask, what would their most unique drink be? What's something that's sort of a signature to the city? Just out of
Firebrand
curiosity.
whiskey.
I'll have one of those.
Okay. You getting a bottle or you
I'll just get a glass.
a glass? Okay.
It feels like a
That's-
waste. It's not going to do anything. I'm just curious about the taste.
So that's only 3 renowned. Do you want to get that instead of your last? It's 3 renowned for a shot.
All right.
Okay. So instead of getting your last ale that you were gonna get, you get the Firebrand whiskey. It burns. Like there is the sensation of alcohol, where like it tingles as it goes down. No, say no tingle. This is your esophagus is on fire. But it's good. It's tasty.
He hides it well, but you see his tail sort of just like peeks up like a snake suddenly on alert, and then it just lowers. He will sip that. He will not shoot it. He is sipping it. And if anyone questions whether he's old enough to drink, he just looks them dead in the eye and says, "I'm older than you," and continues.
They would not question that. You actually look over and there's a dwarven child in here drinking.
Good.
So your drinking adventures come to an end for the night. You all slog back to the barracks across the street. And you all kind of take a moment before heading into the barracks to look around at the city. And it's fucking massive. There's a lot to explore here, and you've only really seen a very tiny corner. But as you head in and go off to sleep, you all level to 3. and we will pick up next time for Valley of Endless War on To Be Diced. Thank you guys for coming along with us. We hope to see you very, very soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.